The first thing we want to do with the control valve setup is to recognize all the parts. Check if the garden hose is connected properly to the setup. You will see that you have a ball valve to switch on and off the water flow in the system. After that, you have a pressure control valve that you can use to keep the pressure in the system stable. You will use this one later on in the experiment. Then the pipes are split up in two branches with two ball valves that will allow the water to flow through two different rotameters. You will have to select one depending on the amount of water you want to have flown through the system. The pipes merge back together again, and then you will see two pressure meters mounted close together. In between them, you have a ball valve that can be used to simulate the friction loss in a long pipe. At the end of the system, you have once more you have three ball valves that allow you to let the water flow through either one of the three branches. By using these valves 11, 12 and 13, you have the possibility to let the water flow through control valves 14 and 15. You will have to use those for the actual tests. Take the time to write down the names of all the parts we have encountered this far. Check if all the parts that have been explained also actually work. What you have to do to measure the intrinsic valve characteristics is you have to keep the pressure drop over that control valve at a constant value of 0.7 bar. You can do so by using the pressure reduction valve number 3. Measure the flow through that control valve in function of the valve opening. In the end, you can make a plot with on the horizontal axis the valve opening and on the vertical axis the percentage of the maximum flow going through the valve. Do this for both valve 14 and 15. In order to measure the installed valve characteristic, open up valve 11 and 14 completely. Regulate ball valve 9 and the pressure reduction valve so that the total pressure drop is 0.7 bar. Set ball valve 9 so that gamma equals to 0.3. Measure the flow and the pressure. Do not change valve 9 anymore for the rest of the experiment. Close the control valve step by step while you keep the total pressure drop at 0.7 bar. Continue to measure the flow and the pressure during all those steps. Repeat the experiment for gamma equals to 0.2 and gamma equals to 0.5, and then you can repeat everything for control valve number 15. If you're performing experiments, please keep the pressure at all times below 1 bar, otherwise you will damage the pressure meters. Also check for leaks. As soon as you see some water leaks, stop the experiment.